If it bleeds, it leads. You guys, it's that time of month where I do a market conditions update for Parrish. And I'm going to start the video with really the bad news. There's not a whole lot of bad news. Everything seemed to stay relatively the same except for this right here. Home values went down last month 0.8% in Parrish, Florida. Okay, when we look back to last month's video, home values actually went up just over 0.5%. Home values are now down for the month 0.8%, almost 1%. That's a huge movement in the median estimated value of homes in Parrish, Florida. Last month, I started the video off with an example of a couple and what they went through during their home buying process. What had happened is they had picked out a house, they wanted to buy it. We watched that house, we watched the market regarding that house for a month and a half. There were 5 homes available. When it was time for them to buy, once they were actually capable and ready to make their purchase, over a 1-week time span, between about a week and 2 weeks, 5 different homes of the same floor plan, same builder, went under contract. That was after watching for a month. These homes not moved, the market was slow. Then the market came back. The market, at least regarding the homes that they wanted to purchase. My experience a month, 2 months ago was the market was hot. It was heavy. There were a lot of buyers. You guys, I've been out this week. I've probably been to, I don't know, 9 or 10 different model homes of different builders with some great clients who will be purchasing a home here hopefully pretty soon from Memphis. Will and Laura, it was a pleasure meeting with you guys. But anyways, I went out with them. Upwards of 10 different builders between what I saw with them and then different builders that I've been with this week for various reasons. So 10 different builders. You guys, 1 out of 10 model homes that we visited and that I went to this week had other buyers in there. It's been very slow. There were no other buyers in all these model homes that we went into and that I went into. And it was just the sales reps sitting around waiting for somebody to come in to visit the model so that they could potentially buy the house. It's slowed down, and it's slowed down dramatically. So I think it's more of the same in that the market is volatile. And right now we're in a slow time of the market. So to get into the meat and bones of this video, that first slide showed you that home values, the median estimated value of homes in Parrish, Florida, are down 0.8% month over month. That's a lot. That's huge, especially after having a couple months ago, where home values went up 0.5%. So we're back on that trend where home values are going down. Year over year, home values in Parrish are down 5.3%. Okay, taking a look here, months of inventory actually went down. In April, there were 5.38 months of inventory. Now, according to NAR, there's 4.6 months of inventory. Okay, what I'm saying, and we'll get into it further into the video, new construction homes, the inventory for new homes is depleted. There's only a couple months of inventory for new homes. Resale homes, it's a different story. You guys, I'm seeing resale homes stick around. Real quick, I don't want to get too far into the weeds, but I follow the resale market, and there's a couple homes in my neighborhood, Captiva on the water, for sale for $475,000. Starting to rain. I'm gonna have to duck and cover here in a second. $475,000. We haven't seen a Captiva on the water. I'm really getting rained on now. Sell for $475,000 or less in years. There's a KB home in North River Ranch. $325,000 is the asking price. We haven't seen a single family dwelling in North River Ranch sell for $325,000 or less for almost 4 years, you guys. I am seeing home values go down. That 0.8%, that includes new construction and resale homes. Right now, the resale home market is not doing well. Homes are sitting, they're not showing, they're definitely not selling. There's another Captiva in my neighborhood. It's got a swimming pool, identical house, waterfront swimming pool Captiva, sold for $625,000 just about a month ago. There's another one that's on the market right now. Done price drops down to $600,000. It's just sitting. It was a matter of bad luck for these homeowners. Had they listed their house a couple months earlier, I think they probably would have got $625,000. Right now, they're sitting at $600,000. It's not sold yet. So months of inventory. You guys, I think that's going to go up over the following months as the market slows down and we're going into the slow months. Traditionally, the market slows down. In my experience, July 4th, moving onward, going through the holidays, it slows down July 4th, and then it just gets slower. I think we hit that slowdown about a month early. Before we bounce from the NAR numbers, I like to cover the market conditions for the neighboring neighborhoods and cities of Parrish, Florida. So we'll take a look here real quick. Hey, before we do that, let me say happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. You guys, it's July 3rd, so we'll be popping off some fireworks and boating tomorrow. I hope you all have a really good, pleasant, and nice 4th of July. So here we'll take a look first at Sarasota last month. So this is for the month of June. Home values went down 0.1%. Year over year, home values are down 4.9%. Moving along, you guys, home values are going to go down in Sarasota. I hate making predictions, but you can see it because there is 8.61 months of inventory in Sarasota. That is huge. Compare that to Venice, where there's only 8 months of inventory. Home values in Venice have gone down 8.6% year over year already. So it's only a matter of time before Sarasota is seeing that 8, 9, 10% price depreciation. Moving along to Bradenton, last month, home values went down the same 0.1%, 0.1%. Year over year, home values are down 5.7%, and there is 7.56 months of inventory in Bradenton. Here is Lakewood Ranch. Last month, Lakewood Ranch took a beating in the median estimated value. Home values went down 1.1% in a month. That's huge. If you can annualize that over 1 year, you're looking at over 12% price depreciation in Lakewood Ranch. Don't argue with me. I know that's not good science and math and stats, but if you annualized it month over month, 1% per month. Anyways, year over year, home values are down 4.9% in Lakewood Ranch. What do we have here? 5.3 months of inventory. So they don't have a whole lot of inventory there, but I would compare Lakewood Ranch to Parrish. I have to imagine the new construction market and months of inventory in Lakewood Ranch is just like Parrish, where the new homes are selling, and they're selling because the builders just have the power to sell, do price drops, do huge incentives, and buyers love new construction homes as well. But I think the resale homes in Lakewood Ranch, that's probably where you're seeing the loss in value. Transitioning to the Florida Realtors numbers, I just want to be real quick on this, pull out the significant stuff. This is a comparison of May of 2024 to May of 2025. Closed sales are up. The total number of closed sales are up a lot, 7.5%, from 212 in 2024 to 228 in 2025. I wanted to use that as a comparison to the dollar volume amount. Dollar volume amount is down 6.1%. How can we have more homes selling but dollar volume going down? That's because builders are building smaller homes and because home prices are going down. Median sales price is also down 12.7%. That's a huge difference. Again, that's because of the size of homes and price depreciation. And last, we'll take a look at pending inventory. Pending inventory is up by huge numbers, 40% on average and median. That's because Parrish is a boomtown. Parrish is growing. Finally, we are on to the MLS numbers. So these are the numbers that come out of the MLS, and they are for the month of June. We'll start with active number of listings for resale. Resale's down to 382 active listings. That's down from 399 in May and down from 419 in April. Okay, the fewer listings we have on the market, the more buyers we have, the more likely it is that home values will go up. Right now we're seeing fewer buyers, and the number of listings are actually going down, so that's a positive sign. Active numbers for new construction. So new construction is down to 355 active listings. That's down from 375 in May, 391 in April. And take note that just a few months ago, it was up to 446 in new construction. New construction inventory is actually depleting and rapidly right now. Next, we have days on market, continuous days on market. So we track this because the longer that a house sits on the market, the more likely it is that the seller, resale or new construction, will do price drops. Okay, so what we have for resale, down to 51 days. It takes about 51 days for a house to go under contract. That's down from 71 in May and 91 in March. Take note, I always take note of this. In October, it was selling almost 100, it was taking almost 100 days for a house to go under contract. At 100 days, we saw significant price depreciation. So at the moment, the numbers look really good for resale. But again, I think the market has slowed down. I do think those numbers are going to go up. On the new construction side, it's taking 62 days for a house to go under contract. In May, it was 61. In February, it was 31. And then in December, again, for new construction, when we saw builders discounting homes, it was taking 85 days. So at the moment, things look really good for both new and resale sellers. This next set of data is closed price compared to the original price ratio. So what happens is sellers price their house right out of the gates as soon as they list it, and then what does the house sell for, and that's your ratio. It's going to compare what the home was originally listed at compared to what it sold for. This is really good data to tell you where the market's going. So for resale in June, homes were selling for 94.7% of the original ask price. Going back to May, it was 94.2%, and then back to February, it was 96%. So as that number and that gap gets bigger, that just shows you what the discount is compared to the original ask price or what the seller's getting. New construction homes are selling for 95.7% of the original ask price. In May, it was 95%. The best it's been was back in March, where homes were selling, new construction homes were selling for 97% the original ask price. The worst it's been recently was 92.5% back in November. If you're wondering about the scenery behind me, that is Manatee River. I'm just east of I-75, right where the river really widens out. It's just beautiful back here. Anyway, so this next slide is expired listings. Resale, there were 14 expired listings in June. In May, there were 18. For new construction, there was only 1. So there wasn't a huge big change in expired listings. If we're going to get a big change in expired listings, I expect that to happen probably through the holidays. So we'll track this going through the holidays. I do apologize if I'm talking really fast. You guys, it's been raining on and off all day. So I just waited in the car for about a half hour to get the opportunity to come out and start the video back up. So anyways, this next slide here, months of inventory. Okay, so again, the longer that the house sits on the market, the more likely it is the seller will do price drops to get the house sold. Resale, you guys, the data that I'm coming up with right now is 7 months of inventory on resale homes. New construction, there's only 2 months of inventory. This data will change. It will change. I think it's going to change pretty quick. The MLS uses last month's data and numbers of sales to compare it to the number of active listings that are on the market. So they'll take the total number of active homes on the market and divide it by the number of sales that happened last month for new homes and then for resale homes. That's how you come up with that data. Right now we're going through a slowdown. There's fewer buyers on the market snatching up the homes, and the inventory is not being depleted real fast, especially on the resale side. So I think the months of inventory is going to go up very soon, especially for resale homes. Coming up next is number of new listings. Again, for the month of June, we're going to do new and resale. We track this because, you guys, the market's already saturated. There's a ton of homes on the market, especially for the resale market. So every listing that's added to the market just crowds out the listings that already exist. So what we want to see is buyers deplete the inventory, but we're not. We're seeing buyers kind of bail from the market, and we're seeing more inventory added. I also want to point out, you guys, the hot and heavy months when listings are added to the market, it's typically in the early spring months. We are now in the summer months, so we don't typically see a whole lot of listings added to the market. But what we do see on the resale side is 73 new listings added to the market. In June, that was 92. In April, it was 126. Okay, so now going to the new construction, you've got 124 new homes added to the market. In May, it was 126. In April, it was 156. One other thing I want to do to compare the new listings added to the market is the number of homes that went pending over the last 30 days. These birds just made me jump. I don't know if you could hear that in the microphone. But anyways, number of homes that went pending last month. Resale, 45. Only 45. We added 73. Only 45 went under contract. That's going to force months of inventory upwards. New construction, 112 homes went under contract. 124 were added. One other thing I want to add, you guys, last month, I think it was 188 new construction homes went under contract. Excuse me, that was 2 months ago, but that's a big difference. 188 for the month of May, I think it was, in comparison to 112 for new construction homes this last month of June. This set of data here is the median sales price for the month of June coming out of the MLS. I brought up the median sales price for Florida Realtors numbers. These do differ a little bit, so I'll briefly touch on it very quickly. For resale, June, $435,000 was the median sales price. In May, it was $440,000. In April, it was $395,000. So that trend's actually upwards. That's a good thing. For new construction, June was $379,000, May was $385,000, April was $373,000. Going back to February, it was at $355,000. It's gone up because Lennar, I brought it up in all the other videos, Lennar was discounting a bunch of smaller homes, townhomes, and patio homes or villas at that time, and they've cleared through that inventory. So price per square, or excuse me, median sales price for new is actually trending up until June. It was trending up. This one here is going to be number of sales per month. Okay, I'm only covering new homes because I want to drive home the point. Parrish is growing. Here, check out the graph. Right now we're at 165 new home sales for the month of June, and look at that trajectory. It's just going upwards. Parrish is growing. It's growing rapidly. This will be the last of the data coming out of the MLS. You guys always save the best for last. I think this is the best for last because it proves home values are going up, home values are going down. If your home's selling more, price per square foot, home values are going up. If it's selling for less, price per square foot, home values are going down. So right here, sold price per square foot for resale for the month of June, homes were selling for $233 per square foot. May, that was $245. April, that was $220. So we do have some variance. You're always going to get that based on seasonality. In June, for new construction, homes were selling for $191 per square foot. May, that was $190. In April, that was $193. Take note, going back to November of 2024, new construction homes were selling for $183 a square foot. And in February, it was $184 a square foot. That's the lowest price per square foot for new construction homes going back to August of 2021. As we always do, before we end this video, I want to show you the resale market. We're going to pick on a few neighborhoods in Parrish to show you the movement of homes and what's going on neighborhood by neighborhood. You guys, if you want me, if you're watching from Parrish, a number of people do, leave a comment down below and I can pull out your neighborhood for the next video. So I did it a little bit different. I'm going to do it by map. I'm going to show you the map view of the active and under contract homes. The orange homes are pending and then the green ones are active. So when I pull up the map here, that'll make sense. Always start with Del Webb. We always have to start with Del Webb. So Del Webb, 18 active listings, only 1 pending. That's for the resale market in Del Webb. I think those homeowners are waiting for Del Webb to wrap up their last few homes that they're building and have for sale. Once they sell and they're not competing as much with Del Webb and the new construction homes, I think those homeowners should do better. But 1 pending home, 19 total on the market, that's really, really bad. North River Ranch, we've seen some huge improvements. Hey, I want to point out Morgan's Glen. So there's townhomes at North River Ranch. You guys, they just cleared through a ton of inventory. And that's been very helpful for those townhomes. So actually, a few homes were withdrawn from the market in that neighborhood. Now might be a good time to relist because there's not a whole lot of competition in the townhomes at North River Ranch or Morgan's Glen. So North River Ranch, 25 active, 6 pending. That number, the 25 active, 6 pending, that includes the townhomes. If I only include single family dwellings, North River Ranch, you've got 21 active, 3 pending. So when you take out the 3 homes that are under contract, the 3 townhomes, the numbers actually go downhill. For 21 active single family dwellings, only 3 under contract. That could be construed as 7+ months of inventory in North River Ranch. I think it's more than that, which will reflect in future videos because the buyers disappeared. Hopefully they come back. I've got a sales rep at Bella Lago. He says, look, we always go through a boom in July. So to be determined. We'll see if the buyers come back in July. I think too many people are busy getting prepped to send their kids back to school and finish up their vacation. So we'll see. We'll see. Bella Lago is holding strong. I wanted to give some good news. 7 active listings, 2 pending. So that's, homes are actually selling there. But what do you get? You guys, it's location, 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 and value. Tremendous value in Bella Lago. They never overprice their homes, making it so that the homeowners can resell. It's a good market in there. Harrison Ranch, not looking too good. Total 19 homes for sale, 17 of which are active, 2 of which are pending. So 17 active, 2 pending. You've got months and months of inventory in there. And I think the award for the worst market in Parrish right now, the worst resale market, that would be Silverleaf. You guys, it's tough in there right now for the resale homeowners who are trying to sell. 32 active listings, only 2 are under contract. As always, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. You guys, it helps me tremendously. Every time you just leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down or leave a comment, whatever, it helps. I'm a realtor in the area. I love helping home buyers and sellers. You guys, if you have any questions about the Parrish real estate market, about your house that you want to sell or a new home that you potentially want to purchase, please see my contact information below.